What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. And today we are starting something very exciting. We are going to be going over some competitive analysis of Pokemon. Now, I just finished the playthrough of Pokemon Sword on this channel. Just finished that yesterday, and all of those videos are up on the channel. I will have a link to the playthrough down in the description. However, the focus of this channel is going to be a lot more on competitive than the just gameplay of the regular game. So yeah, today we are starting our series on looking at different mons and seeing their competitive viability in whatever tier they end up in singles, and I will also show a little bit of doubles. I am primarily a singles player, however, so I will not be giving a ton of stuff into the VGC metagame. However, I will be helping you out a lot with singles. So if you guys are excited for that, please leave a like and hit me with a comment and let me know what mons you would like to see in the next few videos. We'll be starting with our in-game team, as I said in our playthrough, which consisted of Inteleon, Flapple, Mr. Rhyme, Cinescorch, Graplocked, and Grimmsnarl. That was our final team that made it into the Hall of Fame. And after that, we will be moving on to your suggestions or just whatever I'm feeling like that particular day. So yeah, so we're gonna start with our starter, Inteleon. So Inteleon is an interesting mon that I think will be okay competitively. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy. I don't think he's going to be necessarily bad, but I do see him sticking around the RU or UU tier. I don't see him really going any higher than that. He just doesn't have the move pool for it, and he doesn't have the defenses for it. His speed is pretty good at 120, and his special attack is also pretty good at 125, but he's limited a lot by his move pool, and so I really don't see him going any higher than UU, and I feel like that's pushing it. But anyway, we are going to go through how to use this mon. So basically, on a mon that is this frail, you're going to go with a max set of special attack and speed, and from there we're just going to choose some moves. So we're going to start with a spec set, just to boost his special attack even more. And this thing hits really hard with choice specs. So we're going to be running U-turn for the pivot potential, because with him being so fast like this, he is going to threaten out quite a few mons. And so when they switch out, you can then go for U-turn, and you'll be in a much better position than you would have been in. If you do decide to stay in, though, you've got Hydro Pump and Ice Beam as really good coverage moves. You've got Hydro Pump for the stab. You've got Ice Beam for ice coverage. Now you could also run Scald in the place of Hydro Pump if you prefer having 100% accuracy and the burn chance. But that's also it's up to you. You could also run Surf. Surf gives you a little bit more power than Scald with that 100% accuracy, but you know, it's not the 110 power. So it's up to you. Most of the time I go ahead and run Hydro Pump, but if you would rather run Surf or Scald, then that is up to you. For the last move, you've got really the choice between Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse. I typically would go Dark Pulse just for that flinch chance, just because he is fast and he would allow you to possibly get off some cheeky flinches just to help you get off just a little bit of extra damage. So the next set we're going to look at is going to be a Choice Scarf set. It's going to be essentially the exact same set, although we can run Modest on this. We'll put 4 right there. You can run Modest on this set, just because he is going to be very fast at base 120 speed with a Scarf. So we're going to run Hydro Pump and Ice Beam again, and again, you could run Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball. Again, I would probably run Dark Pulse, but that choice is up to you. Now, the third set, now we're getting into the ones that are a little less standard, right? So the third set we're going to look at is going to be a physical variant. Now, this is not going to be very common, and I don't foresee this set getting much of any play at all, but it's a good meme set if you really want to catch your opponents off guard. So we're running a Life Orb on this one, and this is going to be basically you come in on something, you scare it out, and you go for Swords Dance. So this thing does get access to Swords Dance, so it can boost its mediocre 85 attack up, and it can double it, so that's not that bad. And it gets access to Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet gives him a form of priority, and so that way, if you need access to that, that helps. Now, you being so fast at base 120 speed, you may not need it, and so that's why we have Liquidation on this set, as well as Icicle Spear, just for that ice type coverage. This thing is going to hit really hard at +2 with a Life Orb. Even with Aqua Jet, you're going to be doing quite a bit of damage with it. So I think this set is okay. I don't foresee this set getting much play, but it's a fun alternative to the standard special set. Now the fourth set we're going to look at is one that I think might get some play. You never know. We're going to look at a doubles set for VGC. Now, like I said, I don't play VGC all that much, but I am familiar with the metagame and how it works. But so we're going to start by, well, we're going to look at only one set. I only made one set for doubles because I don't see this thing being very useful in doubles. But this is going to be a Focus Sash set with Protect, Icy Wind, Hydro Bump, and Dark Pulse. Now for this set we're going to run the same EV spread that we did before, but we're going to be running a Focus Sash because you are going to be hit really hard by something on the other side of the field, and it will be nice to have a little bit of extra survivability. You want to run Protect on this mon just in case you need it to survive another turn, or it can help you get switch initiative with another mon on your team if you think that this one is going to be targeted down. Now, he does get access to Icy Wind. Icy Wind is a very good move in doubles because it hits both opponents and it lowers their speed. So this could really help a mon on your team, maybe not Inteleon, but a mon that is with Inteleon who appreciates mons not being quite as fast, and it can really help it to shine. So we also are running Hydro Pump and Dark Pulse just for coverage. Again, you could run Ice Beam over Dark Pulse on this set, but I would probably run Dark Pulse just for coverage. Unless you need it for dragons or anything like that, you could run Ice Beam. Now for the last set we're going to look at is going to be a future set. So for right now, his ability is Torrent, which is the ability of every starter. It is whenever your health is at less than a third, you get a 1.5 times boost to the attack of your stab. So this happens on every starter, and then they get a hidden ability later. This mon's hidden ability is Sniper. Now what Sniper does is anytime that you hit a critical hit, it multiplies the damage on top of the 1.5 times damage. It then multiplies it again by 1.5 times. So it's a pretty good ability. However, it's hard to land crits. So we're going to be running a Scope Lens set. Now what Scope Lens does is it raises your critical hit ratio by 1 stage, and then you run Focus Energy. Now the combination of Scope Lens and Focus Energy raises your critical hit ratio by 3 stages. When you reach stage 3 of critical hit ratio, you are at a 100% chance to hit a crit every single turn. So you are going to be doing massive damage with this set every time that you click a button. So basically you come in, scare something out, go for a Focus Energy, and then you just start clicking buttons after that. Now again, him not having the best in coverage really hurts him here. So it'll be tough to get a sweep off if you haven't taken out its necessary counters. However, with a timid set at base 120 and a special attack of 125 with you critting every turn with Sniper, this thing could end up being quite dangerous if you can get him set up correctly. And again, we have Hydro Pump on here. Again, you could run Surf or Scald, Ice Beam, and on this set I'm running Shadow Ball, but again, you could also run Dark Pulse. So yeah, I believe that is all we have for our boy Inteleon. I think he will be an interesting mon that will fit nicely in the sweeper role of UU or possibly even RU. We'll just have to see how the metagame ends up once we get to that point. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am absolutely loving making these videos for you. I've already started working on some sets for the next one, and I'm excited to show it to you. So if you guys liked it, go ahead and hit a like down below, and please consider subscribing. I'm a brand new channel, and I love making content and sharing it with you guys. It's always been a passion of mine to share my strategies with other people around me, and I've really never had a chance to share it outside of my own personal circle of friends. And so I'm excited to be able to share it with people that I don't necessarily know yet. So I'd love to get to meet you guys down in the comments below. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.